So, good evening and hello everyone, and welcome to my live stream. So, today's live stream will be a continuation of where we left yesterday. So, if you were live in yesterday's stream, we constructed the angles of 60 degree, 30 degree, 15 degree, 90 degree, and 45 degree using ruler and compass. So, that video is already saved in my playlist. If you missed it, you can just go to my channel and browse the videos in the live section. You will find yesterday's live stream. Today we will construct few more angles. So as we can already see, we are going to construct 120 degree using ruler and compass. So if you were in yesterday's live stream, I told you that 60 degree is probably the easiest angle to draw using ruler and compass. If 60 degree is the easiest, I would say 120 degree is the second easiest angle. Okay, so let me draw the angle first, then we will write the steps one by one. Okay, so the very first step in any construction is what? Do you remember? I told you the very first step is drawing a ray. Okay, draw the ray. So I'm not naming this diagram. I will label the diagram once I start writing the construction. Okay, so we'll start by drawing a ray. Then we will take the compass, and just a word of caution, just like yesterday, we never use pencil. We never use pen for construction. It is just for the purpose of visibility. I am using pen. Okay. So what we'll do, we will place the tip of the compass at the end point of the ray. We can adjust the compass accordingly. Okay, but once we take a particular measure, we are not going to change it. So what we'll do, we'll place the tip of the compass at the end point of the ray. Okay, and then we'll draw an arc. So this is my arc, and I won't change the length of the adjustment. Okay, so what I will do, I will place the compass tip here. We can see that the arc is intersecting the ray at a particular point, is it? So we'll place the compass tip at this point, and we will draw one arc. Okay, and if you remember from yesterday's stream, if we draw a ray this point, the ray from this end point and this intersecting point, we get 60 degree. So today what we'll do, we'll put the compass tip at this intersecting point, and we will draw one more arc. Okay, so now what we'll do, we will draw a ray through this intersecting point. Okay, so we'll draw a ray through the intersecting point, and this is our 120 degree. Fine, we'll just do one confirmation how accurate we are. So I will measure it using a protractor. So as we can see, the arm is exactly in alignment with the 120 degree. So that means our diagram is accurate. Fine. So like I said, if 60 degree is the easiest angle, 120 degree is the second easiest angle to do. Okay. So now what I will do, I will draw the diagram once again, and then I will write the steps of construction. Remember, I told you yesterday, steps are not to be memorized. Just remember the steps of, like the first step was drawing a ray. So we'll write accordingly. Okay. Don't memorize the steps. So I will just keep some space and write the steps of construction. Steps of construction. So while I am writing the steps of construction, may I request my viewers to please like my stream. Your like gives me a lot of encouragement, and when you like the stream, it gets recommended to more and more people. Okay, step number one. So what is step number one? We will draw a ray. We will draw a ray. It can be of any length, and I want the name of my angle to be ABC. So I will name my ray BC. Okay, and my first step will be a ray BC is drawn. A ray BC is drawn. Okay, so what we'll do next? We will place the tip of the compass at B. Okay, and we will draw an arc. So what will let me draw it first, and then I will write the step. So I am drawing an arc, okay, which is intersecting BC. So let me name this intersecting point. Say let us name it X. So I will write with B as center, and any radius an arc is drawn which intersects BC at X. So then what we will do? We'll place, without changing this, we will place the tip at X and we will draw one more arc. Let me name this Y. So I will write with X as center, with X as center and same radius. An arc is drawn which intersects previous arc at Y. Okay, then what we'll do, we will place the tip of the compass at Y and draw one more arc. And let us name this intersecting point Z. Okay, so I will write with Y as center, with Y as center and same radius, an arc is drawn which intersects. Okay, at this point if we write intersects the previous arc, it will mean that it is intersecting this small arc. Okay, so we have to write which intersects the arc drawn, let me see. Okay, we'll write which intersects the arc drawn at step 2. Okay, so we'll write which intersects the arc drawn in step 2 at Z. And final step, we will draw a ray. Okay, so let me name the ray BA. we'll write a ray BA is drawn through the through Z. So we will get our required angle ABC. So let me write 120 degree. Therefore, angle ABC equal to 120 degree is the required angle. Okay, so this is our construction. So next we will construct an angle of 75 degree. So we'll construct the angle 75 degree using ruler and compass. Okay. So before constructing, let us understand a simple math behind it. Okay. Now, this is the rough part. Okay. So I am drawing it just to make you understand. So let us say this is an angle of 90 degree. Okay. And suppose this is 60 degree. Okay. This is 60 and this is 90. Now the angle which lies between these two arms is actually what? Is actually 30 degree. Okay, this part is 30 degree. How do we know? 90 minus 60 is 30 degree. Okay, so what is half of 30? So half of 30 is 15. So 30 divided by 2 is equal to 15 degree. So if we add 60 and 15 degree, we'll get 75 degree. So this is how we are going to construct 75 degree angle. Okay, so let me do one thing. Let me just write steps of construction, and I will show the construction and I will write down the steps simultaneously. Okay, steps of construction. That way it becomes easier, no? Construction. Okay. So I have been saying from yesterday, the first step is always same. We'll start by drawing a ray. The ray can be of any length. Okay, so let me name it. What should I name? Okay, we'll stick to ABC. We have been drawing angles ABC since yesterday. Okay, okay, now see, the thing is, for constructing 75 degree we have to draw 90 degree and 60 degree both. So if we start writing the construction, there will be probably 15 to 20 steps of construction. Okay, so we'll simply cut short our steps of construction. We will simply mention that we have constructed 90 degree and 60 degree using ruler and compass. Okay, so let me construct the 90 and 60 degree very quickly. So this is our end point of the ray. So this is our arc. Okay, and without changing we will draw two arcs. First from this point and the second one from this point. Okay, now if we join the ray, I mean if we start drawing the ray from point B through this point, it will give our 60 degree. So what I will do, I will draw the ray, but I will draw it with dotted lines. So this is our 60 degree. Okay, let me finish off the 90 degree. Okay, so just like the 60 degree, we will construct the 90 degree using dotted lines. We will construct the 90 degree using dotted lines. Now the angle between 90 and 60 degree is actually 30 degree. Okay, so but before proceeding any further, we will write down the two steps. So we will write, first we will write, should we name it? Yeah, let us name it. Say this is P and this is, you can name anything, I am just using random alphabets. So I will write angle PBC equal to 60 degree is drawn using ruler and compass. And the second step we will write angle QBC equal to 90 degree is drawn using ruler and compass. Okay, so guys, if you can just do me a favor by liking my stream, that will be very much helpful. Okay, so now we will proceed. So if you remember from yesterday's stream, we discussed how to draw angle bisector. So this is the next thing we are going to do. We will construct an angle bisector of the angle QBC. So you can write straight away, or let me do one thing, let me draw the angle bisector first. So if you remember, or let me do one thing, just let me modify my diagram so that the intersecting points are clear. Okay, otherwise the diagram will be wrong. So this is my angle bisector. So this is my angle bisector. So I will draw a ray and I will join the intersecting point. Okay, so this is A. So ABC will be our 75 degree. So let us confirm it. Is it? Yes. So the ray exactly passes through the 75 degree mark, right? So we'll, the step number 3, we will write an angle bisector, an angle bisector of angle PBQ or QBP, whatever, PBQ is drawn. Or you can write an angle bisector, you can name the angle bisector BA, an angle bisector BA of angle PBQ is drawn. So therefore angle ABC equal to 75 degree is the required angle. Okay, one thing about steps is that it may differ from person to person. I mean, the way I write something may be different from what, say, a person X or a person Y. Hmm. So the subject matter should be same, otherwise the language can vary. Okay, so this is our 75 degree. So let me write 75 degree. Fine. Okay, so next angle is 105 degree. So the math behind 105 degree is exactly similar to this. Okay, let me show you in this part, and in the next page I will show you how to construct it. So when we suppose, okay, this is done. Okay, now when we draw a diagram, right? So just like in this case, if this is the straight line and this is 90 degree, okay, and this is an obtuse angle 180, sorry, 120 degree. So this one is 120 degree. 120 degree minus 90 degree is what? Is 30 degree. So just like the 30 degree we got in the previous calculation. Okay. So what is 30 degree divided by 2? 30 degree divided by 2 is 15 degree. And if we add 90 and 15, what we'll get? We'll get 105. Okay. So this is basically the same calculation and same construction, but we will be doing on the other part of the 90 degree. That is the difference. Okay, so our diagram will be something of this sort. This will be our 75, sorry, 105 degree. Okay, so let's begin. So once again I would request my viewers to please like my stream. So construct an angle of 105 degree using ruler and compass. Okay, so like I had been saying from yesterday's stream, the first step is always the same. We will start by using Nissan. Hello. Happy Holi, Nissan. So ray BC. Why ray BC? Because I want my angle to be ABC. So I am taking it BC. Let me just check one thing. If it is, yeah. Now the alignment is perfect. Construction. So let me just repeat what I said in the previous stream also. The first part of this construction involves constructing one 90 degree angle and one 120 degree angle. So the thing is, if we start writing all the steps we will probably end up with writing 15 to 20 steps. So we'll just mention that we have constructed a 90-degree and 120-degree using ruler and compass. That's it. Okay. So let me do one thing. This time I will write the steps first and then I will construct the angles. An angle say angle XBC equal to 90-degree is drawn or constructed, whatever you can write. Thank you, Nissan. আজি নাই অকলে অকলে কৰি আছো আৰু is drawn using ruler and compass. So let me draw the 90-degree. So this is our arc and this is our intersecting point. So we'll place the tip here and then we will draw two arcs without changing the measurement, right? So without changing the measurement, we have drawn two arcs. Okay. If we draw a ray through this point, we'll get 120-degree, but we'll come to that later. Let us finish off with 90-degree first. So from these two intersecting points, we will draw two more arcs. Okay, so this is going to be our angle XBC equal to 90-degree. So since this is not the angle we need, I will just mark it using dotted lines. So this is my angle XBC. So next up we will draw 120-degree. So if we draw one more ray from here, this becomes our 120-degree. So let me name this YBC. So we'll write an angle YBC equal to 120-degree is drawn using ruler and compass. Okay, so while I'm writing the steps, may I request my viewers to please like my stream also at the same time. I really appreciate you stopping here at my stream and watching me live. So I'll be even more grateful if you like my stream. Okay, so now the angle between these two angles, angle YBX, is how much? Like I showed in the previous. So we have 120-degree and we have 90-degree. So 120 minus 90-degree is 30. So this small angle YBX is thank you, Nissan, 30-degree. So 30 divided by 2 is 15. So we are going to construct an angle bisector for angle YBX. So we'll write an angle bisector, BE of angle YBX is drawn. So let me draw the angle bisector. So how to draw? We will place our tip of the compass at these two intersecting points. Okay, so this is one arc. So you can adjust the length, but don't change it. Okay, let me do one thing. Yeah, this will be better. So this is one arc and this is my second arc. Okay, and then we'll join them. will join the intersecting point while we draw it. So this is my angle ABC. Angle ABC is equal to 105 degree. So therefore, or we can write thus, angle ABC equal to 105 degree is our required angle. Okay. So should we confirm it? Yes, let's do it. Okay. So our ray is passing exactly through the 105 mark. Okay. So this is how we draw angle 105 degree. Fine. Okay. So we have two more angles for today. Sorry, we have three more angles. So next up is 135 degree. I will just turn to a new page. So while I am getting ready for my next construction, may I request my lovely viewers to please like my stream. See, when you like a stream, it gets recommended to more and more people, right? And when it gets recommended to more and more people, you know what happens. It gives me a lot of encouragement. Let me write the question. Construct an angle of 135 degree using ruler and compass. Okay, so let us understand the calculation first. So when we are drawing a 90 degree, it will look like a perpendicular line. Okay? I'm just drawing a very rough diagram of it. So when this part is 90 degree, so the other part is obviously 90 degree. So what is 90 divided by 2? 90 divided by 2 is how much? 45, is it? So when we draw an angle bisector of this angle, this will be 45, is it? And this will be 90. So what is 90 plus 45? 90 plus 45 is 135 degree. Okay, so this is a very simple calculation. So yeah, let me write the heading, steps of construction, and then we will do both simultaneously. Steps of construction. So like always, our construction will start by drawing a ray. So we will slightly modify this question's step of construction. We will see why. Okay. So let me construct the 90 degree first. As I have been telling continuously, if we start writing about all the angles, we'll end up writing 15 to 20 steps of construction. So we'll just mention that we have constructed a 90 degree angle using ruler and compass. So let me draw it. So if you are wondering what the steps are, you can just you can just visit my channel, and the videos from yesterday's live stream have been uploaded. You can just go through yesterday's video, and you will find the way or the exact steps of constructing a 90-degree angle. So this is our 90-degree angle. So I will join it using dotted line because this is not the angle we are looking for. But I will name it. Suppose so I'm sticking to the name ABC. You can write whatever you want, but let me name it XBC. So we'll write an angle angle XBC equal to 90 degree is constructed using ruler and compass. Okay, so like I said, we will just modify our steps. What we'll do, we'll extend this, we'll draw one more ray. Okay, we'll draw one more ray from the point B. So I will write this in my step, say D. So I will write a ray DB is drawn. Sorry, a ray BD is drawn. If you remember, I explained the difference between naming a ray BD and DB. So when I'm writing BD, it means that B is at the end point while the D part is extending. If I write DB, it will mean that the point D is the end point while B is moving endlessly. Okay, so that is the difference between naming a figure. So I will write a ray DB is drawn. Sorry, my mistake. A ray BD is drawn. Now what we'll do, we'll construct the angle bisector for angle XBD. So let me write the step first, then I will write I will draw the construction. An angle bisector BA of angle XBD is drawn. Okay, so let me draw the angle bisector. So how will we draw? We will mark the intersecting points and then we will draw two arcs. Okay. So I am really thankful to the viewers for sitting and along me and watching this construction. So if you can also just like my stream, that will be really great. So let me draw the angle bisector. I will place my tip here and I will draw one arc, and without changing the measurement I will place my compass tip here and I will draw one more arc. Okay, and then I will draw a ray through this intersecting point. Okay, so angle ABC equal to 135 degree. Thus angle ABC equal to 135 degree is our required angle, ঠিক আছে বঢ়িয়া okay. So let's move to today's final construction. So this is 150 degree. So let me write the question. So while I am writing the question, may I request my viewers to please like my stream. So let us understand the calculation for constructing the angle. So this is just a rough diagram, okay? So this is not accurate. So this is 180. I mean, a straight line is obviously 120, 180 degree angle. So what we need to do, we need to construct 120 degree here, okay? So if this is 120 degree, the remaining part will be 60 degree, okay? So what is half of 60? Half of 60 is 30 degree. So if I somehow draw an angle bisector here, so this will be 30 degree, is it? So 30 plus 120 is how much? 30 plus 120 is 150 degree. Okay, so that is what we are required to do. In fact, that is what we are going to do. Okay, let me just adjust my notebook. Okay, fine. Now it is visible. I am facing an issue with my camera. I don't know why. Its focus keeps on changing. I have to somehow deal with it. I don't know. Okay, so like all the other construction, we'll start our construction by drawing a ray. So while I am drawing, may I request my viewers to please like my stream. Okay, so this is my ray, and since today we are sticking with the name ABC, so the name of my ray will be BC. Okay, steps of construction. I will write the steps simultaneously. I will draw the diagram and I will write the steps of construction. So as we are going to construct 120 degree, so I am not going to repeat the steps one by one. I will simply write that an angle of 120 degree has been constructed. So I will write, beg your pardon, an angle XBC equal to 120 degree is drawn using ruler and compass. So let us construct it, ruler and compass. Okay, So let me very quickly draw the angle. So placing the compass tip at the end point of the ray, we will draw an arc. Okay, and then without changing the radius, we will draw two more arcs. One from this intersecting point. Let me do one thing. Let me extend this arc a bit more because we are going to construct one more ray. Is it? So we'll place the tip here. We'll draw one arc, and then we'll place the tip here, and we will draw one more arc. Okay, and then we'll draw the ray bx, and then we will get angle xbc equal to 120 degree. So I am drawing it using dotted line because this is not what we are required to find, and moreover it will avoid any kind of confusion. Okay, so this is our ray xbc, and this is our angle ray xb and angle xbc. Okay, so we'll extend this, let me name it db. A ray bd is drawn. So let me draw the ray bd. Okay, so we have angle dbx equal to how much? 60 degree. So we will construct an angle bisector of angle dbx. So we'll write an angle bisector let me name the angle bisector, an angle bisector BA of angle dBx equal to 60 degree is drawn. So let me draw the angle bisector. So placing the compass tip at one of the intersecting points. If you are wondering how to construct an angle bisector, please refer to yesterday's live streams video. It has already been uploaded in my channel. You can just refer it. So this is one arc, and then we'll put the tip here, and we will draw one more arc. So we'll draw a ray. So this ray acts as the angle bisector. Okay. So let us measure the angle ABC then, and let's see how much it is. So moment of truth. Yes, this is exactly angle 150 degree. Okay. So one thing is that you need to be very much accurate while you are drawing any angle. Whether you are drawing it using protractor or by using ruler and compass, you have to be very, very accurate. Okay. So thus, angle ABC equal to 150 degree is our required angle. Fine. So this is what we planned for today. All the angles 120, 105, 75, 135 and 150 degree. So guys, this is the end of our stream, today's live stream. I've been trying to come live every day. Okay, and I'm very much thankful for your support. Okay, इसी तरह प्यार देते रहिएगा. I will try to bring more and more uh, videos. I will try to cover more and more topics in my live stream. So I'm planning to do live streams on regular basis so that it benefits my student. Okay, जितना हो सके मैं अपनी तरफ से पूरी कोशिश कर रहा हूँ लाइव आने का और लाइव में अलग अलग टॉपिक्स को कवर करने के लिए. तो बस आप लोग का सपोर्ट चाहिए. तो आज के लिए यहीं पे समाप्त करते हैं हमारे लाइव स्ट्रीम को. सो आई विल कम टुमारो अगेन at the same time covering some other topics. Till then, stay connected with my channel, and once again thank you very much for joining today's stream. Thank you, bye bye, and a very happy Holi to all my viewers. Thanks for joining. Bye bye.